I'm a gangster from East Side, Norway.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been passing and laughing for so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying in chalk. I really hate to trip, but I gotta know. As they cook, I see myself in the bits of smoke. Ooh, I'm the kind of G that it'll always wanna be, like on my knees in the night saying prayers in the street light. Been spending most their lives living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most their lives living in the gangster's paradise. They got the situation, they got me facing. I can live a normal life, I was raised by the street, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my tan in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a low-down gangster set tripping back around my homies is down, so gonna rise my anger. Ooh, that ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life to a die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 20 for the way things is going? I don't know. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Been spending most their lives living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most their lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Money and the power, minute after minute, hour after hour. Everybody's running, but I don't really look what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know.
Let's see your thumb. Good. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up? So calling a little bit of a training audible. I'm dropping the Eno blocks. I want to go to something with a lot more intensity and a lot less volume and a lot more frequency. Basically, my squat form really needs frequency to be at its best, and you can't really do high volume, high frequency. Plus, I really want to know where my 1 rep max is at right now, and I really want to build on that right now when I can. Plus, when I'm in a cut right now, I want to make sure that all of my training is performance-based, and I don't want my programming going for too far in case my cut goes wrong, or some days I'm not going to be as strong. So everything's accounted for, and like the longest periodization, like depending, is basically 2 days of periodization. Like I do heavy singles on one day, and the next day I work at 85% of that, and that's it. So it's all performance-based, it's all very immediate. It'll allow for me to have fluctuations in either direction as strength goes up and down. Right now, hopefully it goes up, but you know, things happen, especially when you're cutting. Whole point of this is to show that the other adjustment I made is I was doing 5x5, 5x4, but instead of doing something like that, I'm just going to say, if I do go back to something like this, or when I do 5-3-1, it'll be get 25 reps at this weight, next workout get 20 reps at this weight. It doesn't matter if it takes me 2 sets or 5 sets. If I take more than 5 sets, I'll consider that plateauing. But once again, taking 6 or 7 sets, it's not like it's the end of the world. It's just, it is plateauing a little bit, or it is like the training periodization catching up to me, but not a big deal. Some benching. Don't really record too much benching because, whatever, it's boring. I don't really like it. In squats, I'm recording pretty much everything to make sure that my form is down, to check my butt wink and everything like that. But this is supposedly my 5x2 day. And so I did 6 reps and 4 reps. Spoto pressing, pause spoto pressing is my new jam. I'm using that for my lockout. I think it's a lot better than board pressing for me right now. You'll see that in a minute. I really like it. Also gives me an amazing pec pump, so that's got to be pretty cool too. The dudes dig the pecs. Cut's coming along. I'm starting to look a little bit tighter. Starting to look mean even. First, my waist started to be actually shaped inward instead of just straight down and round. And now definition's coming into my abs, striations, veins are coming out. 5 reps at 495. This wasn't bad. I'm still having ankle mobility issues. You'll see my heels come up here. I think a big problem that I'm having is actually just not remembering to keep my knees out. You gotta Ed Cone that. Open the taint. Deadlift hasn't changed and it's not going to change. I love this periodization. I get 8 reps at a certain weight. I go up in weight the next time and I do it again. I don't deadlift every workout or every lower workout. I deadlift like once or twice a week. I would like to be deadlifting twice a week, but some days I just don't have the energy for it, and that's fine. Squat is my main focus, so cutting back on deadlift volume is not a bad thing. I lost track of count there, so I did 9 instead of 8. But that 9 reps gets my 1 rep max above 600, so that's kind of cool. My hypothetical 1 rep max. For bench pressing, I've been trying to do a really long pause on my first rep, and then I do my normal pauses on every rep after that. So I count 1 Mississippi when it's on my chest, and then I press. I call that the IPF pause, and then the rest of them I do normal pausing. These are awesome and fun and brutal. So the Uno block was a lot of fun. I considered it, I was going to run it for a lot longer, but it's just not what I want to do right now, as I explained earlier. But I think it was a really good warm-up, or like a welcome back to training block, and I think it worked really well for that. And now, after all that work, I finally get to do some heavy singles. Worked up to 555. My back rounded over on the 555, not bad. It was beltless. I think 565 is actually my beltless PR. 585 is my PR with a belt. I think my depth was actually a little bit too deep. Luis has been squatting every day now for about 2.5, 3 weeks. We worked on bringing his depth up a lot. For the last 6 weeks, his squat has gone from 285 to 335 is his PR, 325 or something like that. So, this is 345. I thought he had it. I don't know. He was supposed to take a really easy day yesterday, but instead he pushed it to failure.
What? It's my son. Is it? So long? Yeah, dude, it's not so bad today. You had it. You just need an excuse to broke it. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
I guess they can, I guess they won't, I guess they're fun. That's why I know my life is out of luck, fool. Been spending most their lives living in the gangster's paradise.